let's say, Howie, that Bernie gets a nomination. How do we run a green alternative campaign against Bernie Sanders?
Okay, well, I actually supported Bernie in the 70s. He ran a special election for U.S. Senate in the spring of 1972, and then he ran for governor in the fall. And I was getting, this is the old days, I was getting leaflets through the mail until the lady sending the leaflets said, I can't send you anymore, we can't afford this. But I was handing out leaflets for him, and then again in 74 and 76. And Bernie, I really admired him. He campaigned hard, unlike some of the other people. The Liberty Union Party, that was the left third party that he ran on. Then he got elected mayor of Burlington, Vermont, and the slogan was, Burlington's not for sale, in opposition to a waterfront development for the rich who wouldn't allow public access. He got elected, and suddenly another developer came up and said, I got a plan for you with a little bit of public access, but a lot of condos and tax revenues, and Bernie went for it. So the Greens organized a referendum in coalition with environmentalists, and we beat Bernie badly on that. And that's when Bernie came out behind the People's Waterfront. So I think we need to look at it that way. Bernie doesn't go far enough. He doesn't cut the military budget far enough. His Medicare for All is a bureaucratic top-down system, a great leap sideways, as I explained earlier, talked in the 70s. We want a national health service, not just national health insurance. We want to elect the boards of our local public health districts so we get accountability, and the providers are working for us, not for private profit. And that's why we call it the Great Leap Sideways, because these private institutions and the drug companies will just feed it to public trial for the insurance. And you can go down the issues. Green New Deal, we want 100% clean energy by 2030. That's even late by what James Hansen was saying in 2008. And what's your plan, Bernie? It's probably not going to be that fast. Haven't heard him come out in detail on the Green New Deal. But you see, there are a lot of issues. Bernie doesn't get charter schools. I mean, Diane Ravitch, if you know who she is, you know, she's been like frustrated. She briefed them, and then they came out with a statement, and it didn't sink in. Bernie doesn't know from public charter schools. He lives up in Vermont. They don't have them there. I mean, issue after issue. So you know, I think that's what we're going to do. It'll be hard. You know, people are going to think Bernie's the savior. But, you know, we got to, I think the more important than getting a program out there and getting in debates with these people is building the Green Party organizationally, so that with the Democrats in charge, they're going to disappoint. And if they can't beat Trump, they're through because they're worthless. And we need to be ready in the 2020s to elect, I'm saying, thousands of people to office. Like I mentioned earlier, there are over 500,000 elected officers in this country, 87,000 state and local governments, and we only got 114 elected Greens, which is more than anybody else on the left. But given the task, we got to really scale up so that we're then electing people from that basis to state and Congress. And then we're a force not just outside, because we're kind of like, they can't take us for granted. They got to move somewhat so they don't lose votes to us. Like I got 5% running against Cuomo. He moved our way on about 4 key issues like ban on fracking and paid family leave and $15 minimum wage and tuition-free public college. Although the last one, he had Bernie out there giving its blessings, and it was just a scholarship at the end after you got all your other scholarships. It really wasn't what he said it was. But that 5% gave us leverage. That's what we got to be looking at, because look, we're running out of time. Between climate change and the people struggling because they can't pay rent, utilities, medical bills, even get food on the table in some months, you know, they can't wait either. So we can't wait till after 2020 to get this going. So Bernie will be tough, but it's true.